In our news this morning, Governor Moeno reassures Uyo Senatorial District of laudable projects across the districts. Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly Committee on Agriculture inspects abattoir in Itam Market. Anang Obola and Oro traditional rulers reject permanency position of President General of Akwa Ibom State Supreme Council of Traditional Rulers. Good morning, very warm welcome to you. Thank you for joining us on the news. My name is Edidi Ongiba. Not forgetting that this news is coming to you via StarTimes platform on channel 103 and on our social media platforms, YouTube and Facebook. Governor Moeno has reassured the people of Uyo Senatorial Districts that his administration will ensure laudable projects are spread across the district. The governor gave these assurances during a thank you visit to Uyo Senatorial District. Kevin Samuel reports.
The thank you train of Governor Moeno, which kick-started from Ekorekpene Senatorial District to Eket, has landed at the Uyo Senatorial District, with the governor appreciating the people for the roles they played during the 2023 general elections, which saw to his emergence as the governor. He says it is time to expand the capital city by taking development into other parts of the district, while calling for unity among leaders that will usher in development to every part of the state.
Thank you so much. First, having endorsed my candidacy, my aspiration, and standing on your two legs across party lines in this Uyo Senatorial District. No shock, you may recognize party in fame. Want to thank you for standing by one of your own.
Earlier, stakeholders of Uyo Senatorial District, led by the political leader Senator Effiong Bob, while appreciating the governor for the numerous developmental strides so far witnessed under his administration, pledged their unalloyed support for his administration.
First of all, Your Excellency, within these few months, you have done well. Uyo people are happy with you. Uyo people are happy with your administration. In your administration, you gave us a young, vibrant secretary to the state government.
I want to promise Uyo people, the same way I was loyal to people from other senatorial districts, I will be loyal to this man. I will give him the loyalty that other people will be jealous.
Your Excellency, you have demystified governance. You have brought governance to the grassroots.
Uyo is the last in the series of thank you visits to the 3 senatorial districts of the state. In Uyo, Kevin Samuel, NTA News.
The Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly has called on the state government to provide science laboratory equipment to Comprehensive Secondary School Uruata in Etimekpo local government area. This followed a motion of urgent public importance raised by member representing Etimekpo State constituency, Mfon Idong. Musika Okon reports.
The lawmakers in his motion informed the House that Community Secondary School Uruata 2 has been facing a severe shortage of teachers for a long period of time, and that has affected the students negatively.
Particularly concerned that oil erosion is a natural disaster that has reached critical proportions in our constituencies, especially at what side of back, which has escalated in an alarming rate, resulting in substantial destruction of homes, farmlands, infrastructure, and most importantly, endangering the lives of the citizens.
Meanwhile, the House of Assembly called on the state government to rehabilitate Mount Carmel Hospital in Akpautong Afiansa 2 to meet the increasing demand for quality medical care by the people of Ibisipo Sultan and Nsiribom local government areas.
Concerning that Mount Carmel Hospital, Akbauta, and Afiansa is only secondary health facility servicing a lot of communities, and a facility that received referrals from primary health care facilities in Ibisipo Sultan, Nsiribom, Etina, and as far as Ekiti and other government areas. Its state of disrepair, dereliction, and dilapidation is more than alarming. The attached pictures truly depict the present state of the hospital as a mere skeleton of its former flesh and blood.
Also under a matter of urgent public importance, member for Oran State Constituency, Tore Etim says, between 2016 to 2023, Akpamfrokum village in Oran local government area has suffered severe attacks by people of Odokwane local government area of Cross River State, resulting in maiming and destruction of lives and property in Oran local government area.
In this 2023, precisely August 10th and 26th, the people of Odokwane local governments came again on them, killed, maimed, burned houses, farmlands were burnt, even the village gate's house was also burnt. That the House, the Speaker, should direct the Committee on Boundary to make an on-the-spot assessment of the area, and maybe also get across to the office of the Deputy Governor, who is in charge of boundary matters, to see how they can assess the situation and get help to the people.
The Speaker of Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, Udemo Otong, referred the matters to different.
Meanwhile, the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly Committee on Agriculture says operational conditions at the Central Abattoir should be enhanced to ensure more economic impact and well-being of the people of the state. The committee members, led by its chairman and member representing Ibisipo Sultan State Constituency Ubongata, visited the abattoir in Itam Market while on an oversight function. Here again is Nsika Okon.
Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly Committee on Agriculture says operational conditions at the Central Abattoir should be enhanced to ensure more economic impact and well-being of the people of the state. The committee members, led by its chairman and member representing Ibisipo Sultan State Constituency Ubong Ata, visited the abattoir in Itam Market while on an oversight function. The visit afforded the committee members the opportunity to assess the abattoir's operations as well as the hygienic and economic conditions. The chairman called on young persons to take advantage of the vast opportunities in agriculture, especially in livestock farming, stressing the significance of changing their perspectives towards farming.
We are coming under the agricultural agenda of Pastor Omoino that seeks to provide job opportunities for youths in the place of agriculture. So I'm using this platform to call on all the youths in Akwa Ibom State to embrace agriculture. The attitude of farmers must improve so that we will bring dividends of agriculture to Akwa Ibom State and increase the value chain. The value chain of agriculture is very, very important, not just farming or trading, but we have to explore other agricultural value chains.
Mr. Ta also underscored the need to address the sanitary condition to not just ensure safety of consumers, but also increase the revenue for the state, calling on butchers and cattle dealers to ensure a steady supply of the product to ensure food sufficiency.
We have heard what the complaints of the people, and that is we will represent effectively by making legislation, bringing recommendations through the appropriate sources. Loans are needed to boost any economy. Even the people that claim they are first world countries, they operate on loans. So there's no how loans will not be given to deserving commodity stakeholders.
Chairman of the Butchers Association, Mr. Savioidem, appreciated the committee for the visit and appealed for the provision of soft loans to farmers to boost their businesses. They also suggested the construction of larger shelters to accommodate both butchers and cattle dealers. Others, including the chairman of the Cattle Dealers and Livestock Association, Alhaji Mohammed Mijin Yawa, Stella Akpan, representing the women, as well as the youth representative Itoro, called for the total overhaul of the abattoir like what is obtainable at the Akpanande market.
Things has grown up. What we are now using is we are even helping our neighbors. Why cow must cost to that extent is already we used to import some cows from our neighboring countries. But now those countries come and buy those cows and take it to their places because of the exchange rate.
Sika Okon, NTA News.
We'll pause for some messages now. More news after. Stay with us.
Children's Summit 2023. NTA Channel 12 for your presents a special children's program tagged Children's Summit to commemorate the 36th anniversary of Akwa Ibom State and Nigeria at 63.
Children's Summit is a speech-making event designed for pupils in primary 4 to 6 and students in JSS 1 to 3, drawn from both public and private schools in Akwa Ibom State.
The program will avail children the opportunity to air their views on their expectations as regards good governance with the theme Good Governance, its impact on the Akwa Ibom child.
Date October 19, 2023.
Venue Civil Service Auditorium, Idonga Secretariat, Uyo.
Time 10 a.m. prompt.
Participating schools should register the programs department.
For details, call on 0802 546 0261
or manager programs on 0813 223 5412. We are grateful to the following sponsors: Reverend Dr. Manduda Tom, Resident Electoral Commissioner, INEC, Delta State. Office of the Head of Service, Akwa Ibom State. Most sponsors are welcome. Children's Summit, promoting healthy competitions among school children.
Thank you for still staying tuned. The Akwa Ibom State Traditional Rulers Bill, recently passed into law and assented to by the state governor, is capable of causing disharmony among the tribes that make up the state, and as such, it should be repealed. This is a position of the convergence of traditional rulers from Anang, Obolo, Ibno, and Oro Nation in a communique issued at the end of their meeting. Correspondent reports that the meeting was held at the International Secretariat of Atiana in Ikorekpene local government area.
The law has since its passage generated a number of controversies, with a cross-section calling for its repeal. One of such groups is this assemblage, who insists that the law is causing serious disaffection, disunity and lack of trust among the various tribes in the state, noting that if urgent steps are not taken to redress the law, it may lead to breakdown of law and order in the states. The communique rejected the permanency and supremacy of the position of the President General of the Supreme Council of Traditional Rulers, Widow Ibibio, in perpetuity, calling for a rotational system.
Refuse to recognize and accept the permanency and supremacy of the President General of the Supreme Council of Akwa Ibom State Traditional Rulers as presently constituted, with the Ibibio as the occupant in perpetuity, except such is amended to give equal opportunity to all ethnic nationalities and on a rotational 2-year period as it was before now. We direct that no member of the Traditional Rulers Council from the Anang, Oro and Obolo nationalities shall attend any meeting, event, function of any sort presided over by the Ibibio as the President General of the Supreme Council of Akwa Ibom State Traditional Rulers, whoever flouts this resolution shall be traditionally sanctioned.
Earlier, the traditional rulers comprising paramount rulers, clan heads, village head and Bongiban appealed to the state governor to recall the law and represent it to the House of Assembly, highlighting the areas of concern as they will take all necessary and legal and constitutional efforts to seek redress against the traditional rulers' law.
We want to remain as one. We don't want Akwa Ibom State to be divided because Akwa Ibom State is a report.
Nigeria, those citizens of Nigeria should be deprived of his right. That such law, commonly so passed, is an agent of conflict.
The new law stipulates that the Okwibom Ibibio will be the life President General of the Supreme Council of Traditional Rulers in Akwa Ibom State.
And in Cross River, the state government says 2023 Carnival Calabar promises to be exciting, assuring tourists of maximum security during and after the event. Governor Bassey Otu, represented by his deputy, gave the assurance while flagging off the first dry run heralding activities for the 2023 Carnival Calabar. Justin Item reports.
The 7 competing bands are expected to interpret this year's theme, Season of Sweetness, in choreography, colorful costumes and other performances, bringing fun to the streets, which makes Carnival Calabar a brand to reckon with. And this first dry run is part of rehearsals preparing the bands for the main events in December. Flagging off the events, the state's governor, represented by his deputy Peter Ode, says Carnival Calabar has taken a different dimension with infusion of exciting innovations to give fun seekers an unforgettable thrill.
This year Carnival is going to be better than any other Carnival that we have ever seen in Nigeria. It is a season of sweetness, and we are ready to ensure that the Carnival goes on peacefully, smoothly, without any security situation in Cross River State.
Apart from the entertainment, Carnival Calabar has over the years served as a means of boosting tourism and the local economy.
The cultural relief that has turned around Cross River State in the turn of the millennium, changing the landscape of Nigeria and using this as our best foot forward. The musicals are back.
The 2023 Carnival Calabar will also feature a raffle draw where the winner will be awarded with a brand new car, as disclosed by organizers. In Calabar, Justina Etam, NTA News.
And on to sports now. Let's join Suleiman Musa for updates.
We'll begin with Sports Minister. The Minister of Sports Development, Senator John Eno, has called for the expansion of the Nigerian Football Federation's Congress in order to accommodate other relevant stakeholders and ensure proportional representation for the good of the game. The minister stated that football's economy, social and cultural value to Nigeria and its citizens cannot be overemphasized, as whatever needs to be done for the development of the game should be undertaken in the interest of the nation. The Delta State government is set to hold the 6th edition of its annual State Principals Cup. Consultant to the state government on Principals Cup, Tony Pemu, says efforts are in place to closely monitor talents that will be discovered during the games to nurture them to become world beaters. The preliminary round of the tournament kicks off on October 17th across the 25 local government areas of the state.
We are bringing in quite a number of innovations into the 6th edition so that it will be truly digital, and then henceforth every child who goes through the system is in a database and we can monitor them.
And now to Olympics. 5 sports, including cricket and flag ball, will be included at the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics after receiving the approval of the International Olympic Committee. Lacrosse, squash, and baseball softball also received the green light at an official IOC meeting in Mumbai on Monday, with only 2 delegates voting against the 5 new events. Each host city under IOC rules can request the inclusion of several sports for the edition of the games. And finally to golf. South Korea's Tom Kim held off Canada's Adam Hadwin over the closing holes to retain his PGA Shriners Children's Open title at TPC Summerlin in Las Vegas, USA. The 21-year-old, who finished just second at this year's Open Championship, shot a 5 under 66 to finish on 20 under. It was enough to beat Hadwin by one shot and win his third PGA Tour title. Kim sank a 12-foot birdie putt at the 15th, and Hadwin paid the price for a bogey at the 16th. With Sports Update, Suleiman Musa, NTA News.
That's the AM News English version. Thank you for being a part of it. Umedimo Samson is standing by for the news in EBPO. Good morning.
Atangaboke yana mention Simbo Kuyo Senatorial District. Foto bombera kwa ibon state keto committee segem kwa bang ndo muto imwanga na misanga kese urwanya maufene kitam. Member ng baisong kena ngobulo yoro esen edinyeme ndaga adai wood nka member ng baisong ka kwa ibon state. Akwa ibon Emesero, anyang miedu wemedi mo Samson yaikum membok nyan sini nombo foku bago seneme. Arai wuru karakwa ibong state pastor umoino adoko mbono woku yo senatorial district abo koyu karimo eya na mpo abigiben uforo idi uyo senatorial district. Anye katang miko mikeri na mikom eketumo eno uyo senatorial district yaikum membomi oyogo.
Nutomekom arai wood ukara Akwa Ibom State pastor umoino aketiongo keki korekbene abeneke wo eket akanna arisam uyo senatorial district nanganterai wuru kara akekoma mbunowu kemmobiang utim yiberere meke nogonye kini mbuba ufi ubok ame kena mannonye akan kembubaru anyema abo kini edomi editaru yo nyongben uforon sana nkame senatorial district mfen anyongobu yak mbonowo ekrebo keriana kid akpanakpan mekama ukara ke mention sio unko ukara kere manatoro uforo arikan irogiri ame frewu ebigiria ufon ito ke state ame ke miko mo mekama nutom yemme arai wood ke ikpege ame uyo senatorial district koro arau sonken nutome politics senator Effiong Bob nangake komo arai wuru kara state ami kementi ubagutimo mo ama bokimo iya ekaiso edino oyogo ibererem manatioro oyu karami ari karunen kefen po se yemerinam nkomboganam no ediongebo kuyo ado akpatre kendutom ari namekom kefet senatorial district ita ame state ami eniege mi kuyo
a committee eserempo ebanga ndutomuto inwang kufokuto mobombet state ami ebo kena erepe ndaga unyam pokudwa unyam ufene manatoro ari repe ndaga uforo state ami ero iko egatanga na committee ero ameti woro pokoro yo woda ono nkoko karibe sikbo asutan ubong ata ekena misang eka udwa unyam ufene kitam ya iko membomi
Committee sempo bango to nwanko fongbe state nyin emaika odwa ada kitam adikise itiese ke ewod munam nangaba ado wodo ti wod no committee mi ado nyenyo da no nko kara ibisipo sutan ku fongbe state nyin obo ngata akedat mbon committee mi amma ka ado ekese nandu tumaka isodo adika odwa mi ama na mo ekediongo nanga mkpo ba kitie mi ammonko mai wuri yare sit na itie mi ami sanake atang ya frowo etinobo enam ya itie do sana si ado kenya mempo ado ke mewe dia kitie do mi fonno ami nyon isana ke aya be no dongo ono mbono edepe mkpodo edia anya ma sobo yang mi wad edaro fangami esine dem ke fangoto enwa ke adom kpodo aya no mo akoko mana dependara uwe memmo
Maybe have a frage shape and maybe one or two minor challenges. So again make sure like you in a fun the central abattoir so that the arrive agenda Pastor Akaka is so
excited to the year group of kids. Yeah, the happy guy. It's a without car. Then you go here or you can look at problems in the year. Yeah, put that inside.
Nico, it is, and I'm very sure, very soon. From the day we get
awodo ti wonno nka mewuru na mami ete Savior Edem amakom mbon committee mina di uruado edise na ndutuma kai soko uruado anya mata nke na we meba ide ami kem kposo etieti ke die ke ukare pe no ro mimo e woro ko ya mimo e kamisin ke fando bege mimo mi ke ya na mimo si de bona ma waka ado ya mana anam unam adi wakse mewede amma mai na tanke itie mimo seki ba iwot muna ami ki kponu ikem ya ukaran ko ekpedi bob itie mana ke kpono kan uto itie mimo ibara mi mba to kondo fanga ba no ofro wo se kamena mdu bege ki itie do mbon fene ke soketan ko ki itie mi akodo nye do ti wonno nka nye di on ke ki komba karante cattle dealers and livestock association awom fene ke tangi ko ki wod mi bana ke do mastela akpan anya ke tangi ko ki wod mi wara ke do eti toro
mo yenda go me so wa ino nyin loan ke ena to ura tutu ke ni attack about this place about some years ago how I dey truck when I dey join of butchers so we are dey go around me down and we don't know exactly where the truck is. So anybody don't farming boy our government is no one.
Yeah, government is no one in on. Give me both and tutu. Can find how many money. Give me both and 80. You can be a them. You be one way. Can be way. Was it in on. Yeah, government is no one.
Sangi nyamadi wait. Maybe you okay? Yes, I'm going back the youth. The youth, edo labor assistance is going back the one. Both in a different paper. Baba Nam contributes to the growth of this place, and in that aspect, some mongo young challenge.
Kuyo nsika okono kompuk NTA.
Akwa Ibom tembok nyan ko ba kan sene mi etre ro nyong medu we medi mo sam sene so songa kan bangotong tutun nubreyo.
Children's Summit 2023. NTA Channel 12 for your presents a special children's program tagged Children's Summit to commemorate the 36th anniversary of Akwa Ibom State and Nigeria at 63.